Good morning, YouTube. You're watching Swamp Fox Adventures. I'm Wally. Not sure what we're gonna do today. Real Babes just flew to South Carolina yesterday. I've got a lot of stuff to do around the house as far as cleaning, repairs, stuff like that. But I don't really want to do it. I want to do something a little bit more exciting. So I might put that work off and try to figure something to do out. Who knows what we're gonna do, but whatever I figure out, y'all are coming with us. I forgot to rinse the sprouts one day and they soured. I rinsed them real good and there was no coming back. They really soured. So I bought some actual sprouting lids, and not because of the screen to keep them aerated, but because of these little nubs. So I can set them upside down. That way all the water drains off in case I forget to rinse them again. So this is Sprouting Sprouts 2.0. We're gonna do the mung beans, alfalfa, and the salad mix again. Now we're gonna add water. We're gonna fill almost the entire jar. We're gonna let that sit for a good while. I'm gonna stir that up with my finger. Make sure these seeds are gonna sink. Like they're not just holding on to surface tension, because the bad seeds will actually rise to the top. So we want to make sure those are floating due to water tension, not because they're bad. I am putting the lids on, not real tight, basically just to keep any critters out that might happen to hop along. And we're going to let those sit. We're supposed to let them sit for about 24 hours. I never let them sit that long. I don't know why. 6 to 10 hours usually works good for me. I can't tell if that horse over there is tangled or tied. He is on a lead, and I think that's the same horse that was running free yesterday. So either he got tangled up and he's stuck, or somebody staked him out there. I don't know yet. I'm sitting here drinking my coffee, killing time. I usually tend to get pretty lazy and unmotivated when Real Babes leaves, and I start wasting time. And sometimes it's fun, and sometimes it's just exactly what it is, a waste of time. And sometimes it's a waste of time that's cool. Now, if y'all have a phone or an iPad, anything with Siri, check this out. I see a little silhouette of a man.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, 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 Galileo Figaro Magnifico. I'm just a poor assistant. Nobody loves me. It's just a poor assistant from a poor family. Spared its life from this monster.
Well, y'all get the idea. Since we are producing 9.5 kilowatts and we're only using 4.3, we're putting 5.2 back into the grid, I am going to go downstairs, turn on all the AC units. That way I can get both the downstairs units nice and cold using just solar, and then I can do some work in it once it's cool. I'm also gonna get Thunder some of his beet pulp prepped for tonight. And as y'all can see, we have made no progress down below. Okay, all the ACs downstairs are on. The beet pulp is soaking, and I'm gonna go do some cleaning on the house as we wait on the sprouts and the beet pulp to get done. I'm carrying some of Real Babe's provisions up. She's been getting this body armor stuff. It's like a sports drink off Amazon, and with shipping and everything, it's like $1 a bottle. And that's like half as much as she can get it locally. We now have every AC running, and we are still putting 2.3 kilowatts back into the grid. I think I put way too much water in there, but we're gonna give it to Thunder anyways. See what he does. Thunder, come on, bud. I got some stuff for you. He seems thoroughly uninterested. Thunder, it's over there. Do you not see it, or are you just not wanting it? See it, dude? Right there. I'm anxious to see how he reacts. It's a lot of water, huh, dude? Sorry, bud. Looks like he kind of enjoys it. I think it's just the extra slop. He can play with it. Oh, the excitement continues. This light, and I have a couple others that are direct wired and we don't have switches on them. I'm gonna put a Wi-Fi switch in there. I've been putting a lot of those around the house, and it makes life a lot easier. So there's my ladder. I'm gonna clean up a little and grab all the parts I need. And I'm gonna go ahead and give Thunder some hay while I'm down. Okay, bud, you got your hay and you got your beet pulp, or his first dinner, as Real Babes calls it. And I am sweating up a storm. So I'm gonna get a headband to keep the sweat out of my eyes and off my glasses so I can see. Putting some of Real Babe's horsey horse stuff away, and we're gonna go work on this. Okay, let's find the reset button. It looks like it's getting added without a problem. Choco, Choco, what are you doing in there? Get out of there. Okay, we have it on. Oh, I think we got it. On, off. That works. We're gonna move the ladder down and do the next one. The dog water bucket has developed a leak, so I'm gonna go wash their pool out and get that filled back up. Looks like Thunder ate all his grub. I still can't tell if that horse is tied or tangled. I was gonna go give him some water, but the lock's rusted, so I'm gonna bust it open. Yeah, I know. I clipped it because you're trying to be sneaky. He looks tied rather than tangled. Yeah, you're tied. You're good, bud. I'll bring you some water, though. Mr. Nosy, you're still being pretty sneaky, aren't you? I double-checked it. It's locked. Yeah. Got the new switch installed. Now I'm gonna program it. So far, so good. Okay. On. On. Off. Off. I am gonna go cool off for a second. Oh, dog water. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for dinner, but I am gonna start prepping some of these ramen veggies, and I've been using corn, and it makes a real nice, like, cold corn salad. But I'm gonna hydrate them with some green bean juice and mix them with green beans this time. So not sure how it's gonna turn out. I'm going to touch base on our solar real quick. I know a couple of people have been asking me, and I'm actually going to do a more in-depth video that pretty much focuses on just the solar, but I'll give you a brief rundown now. Okay, up on the roof, we have the solar panels, of course. And the solar panels go to this battery, which is the Tesla Powerwall. And that will provide us with about 6 hours of power, which means we can run it at night and we get 6 hours. We probably should get another battery, and that way we can run all the appliances throughout the night without having to pull from the grid at all. These are our boxes, and this is how we communicate with everything. We can use our phones to turn everything on and off. On a nice sunny day like today, I'm running all the air conditionings, and that's 2, 3, 6. That's 6 air conditioners. That's quite a bit of power. And the house with everything running is using 7.5 kilowatts. We're generating off just the panels 8.7. And that means we are feeding 1.2 kilowatts back into the grid. So during the day, we don't have to use the battery or anything like that. We can power everything with just the panels. Now, once the sun goes down or it's an overcast day, that's a different story. And that's why I think we might add another battery, just as backup for hurricanes, cloudy days, stuff like that. And we are still waiting on those to soak up. That's a bunch of leftovers from the fridge. So I'm gonna cook the dogs some rice. This brand of rice takes so long to rinse. This is the 3rd rinse. You can see how creamy the water is still. Okay. I know, Mr. Wiggles. I heard the thunder. Dog rice is done. And now I'm gonna mix up all the leftovers and dog rice. We're getting a good bit of thunder. I hope it rains. It says isolated thunderstorms. Let's see what happens. That's all mixed up. We're gonna go ahead and let that cool down for a bit. Now, because we have a storm coming, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the app for the Powerwall, because if it gets overcast, our house is gonna start drawing power from the grid, which we don't want. I'll just turn off some of the excess ACs and whatnot. Because the only reason I'm running all the ACs right now is because it's free. And I'm just trying to get everything nice and cool. And it is. The house is probably colder than it's been in a very, very long time. It got overcast, so I'm running around turning off all the excess ACs because we're not producing as much solar as we were before. That mare keeps coming up to that chestnut horse that somebody's got tied out. That's right, Choco. Yeah, you guys all heard me. I said it's dog num-num time. The dogs are getting supersized, like triple portions tonight. That is the super special taco meat surprise, guys. There's the last 2 jars of the sprouts. I've got my handy dandy headlamp on, and I'm gonna go feed Thunder. Wait, I can turn on all kinds of lights. Hello, Gecko. Neighbor dog, I already fed everyone. Hi, Thunder. There you go, bud. You even got your fly medicine in there. Wiggles, relax. Hi, neighbor doggy. That's it, y'all. Didn't do anything real exciting. I think I'm gonna go do a little bit of hunting with Jose tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow's gonna be more exciting. Love y'all, good night, and I'll see y'all in the morning.